Hey, beautiful. Welcome to the Not Another Mom podcast. It's time to take that mom hat off because this is after hours and I'm making you off the clock. This podcast is here to help you know your worth because damn girl, you're a goddess who deserves to live the life of your dreams. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague, and we talk everything from manifesting to motherhood. Yes, those little monkeys will still creep in here or there. Spirituality to girl talk with your besties, and from business to finding that balance in life. I'm here to remind you that you are worth it. Life gets to be easy for you, and your dreams really can come true. So grab your favorite glass of wine, craft beer, or if you're a whiskey and diet kind of girl, grab that and let's get this show on the road. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Not Just Another Mom podcast. I am your host, Leslie, and I am so grateful that you are here with me this week. You guys, I can't get over this. My daughter, my oldest child, is turning 10 tomorrow. So actually, when you hear this episode, it will be her birthday. And I am kind of in awe. And I was thinking about this today. It's like double digits is a big deal because you are double digits for 90 years until you reach 100, if you reach 100. So double digits is big. Anyway, so she is like beyond pumped. We are planning a little escape room for her little party that she's having. And she is very much like an experienced kid. She says, I don't need anything now. And she goes, I would rather do things like she'd rather go to a play or something like that. So we are actually getting her tickets to her first concert. And I am over the moon excited. She's going to love this. Side note, she sings non-stop. So hopefully maybe this is like motivation for her to do something more with her singing. I don't know. But anyway, so we are excited. We are letting her pick which concert she wants to go to. And pretty excited about that. I've got like a little playlist with the artists. There's quite a few really good artists that are going to be in our area. And so I made a little playlist with those ones and she gets to pick which one she goes to. So fun fact for you. And as I was doing my ritual before coming on to record this podcast, I was chuckling because usually whenever I lighting my sage is usually one of my always go-tos, and lighting my sage always makes my dog leave the room. She hates the smell of it and she goes. But I was watching her today as I was doing that and she didn't go anywhere. So I thought that was very interesting. She is an older dog and she has been around for a while. Like in the summer, she'll be 14. So we've really started to notice that she's showing her age. And I think the writing is on the wall. She's probably not going to be with us for that much longer, but at the same time, who knows, right? So yeah, I just found that interesting that today she didn't leave. So, and actually, I don't think I've ever told you guys like my rituals for when it's very similar when I'm working with a client and when I am working, like recording a podcast or doing all of it. And So maybe I'll do an episode. I've got March's episodes planned out. But maybe I will do an episode on like my ritual that I do for prepping for clients, prepping for my podcast and social media. I think that would be fun. I'm going to jot that down. Okay, so what we are talking about today is the struggle mentality. So I'm going to throw up some things. Maybe you relate to these things, maybe you don't. Have you ever had the thought that I always have to do things the hard way? My business has to be hard before it can be successful, or I have to struggle in business before it can be successful. Have you ever had thoughts like that? Or there's also like a variation on that, which is still in the struggle mentality. Why do these bad things always have to happen to me? That's a little bit more victim mentality. So the victim mentality is when you let those thoughts run rampant in your head and it's all about poor me stories. And just a actual side note, I have noticed, and when I happen to consume too much alcohol, that my poor me stories come out a lot more. And I don't like to go down that path. So I have been very conscious on my alcohol consumption because I don't want to live those stories again. That's why I am choosing to switch them. So it's just interesting. Fun fact for you. So struggle mentality, victim mentality, you might have these already in your business. You know, I don't have the clients yet. Oh, it's taking forever to start my business. These thought patterns can show up in many different ways. You know, if a client stops working with you and then two more fall off. Oh, poor me. Why, when I lose one client, do I have to lose another? When you focus on these things keep coming. So, and sometimes with these mentalities, it goes back generations. It can go back through your generation. It can be something that you are carrying from your great grandmother. So on your father's side, then his mother, and like you could go back farther. It could be a family pattern. And you know it's a family pattern when other people in your family have the same thoughts. And sometimes these patterns can come through from a past life, because in every incarnation that we believe or that we live, I was thinking about, believing in reincarnation. That's why I said we believe. Anyway, in every reincarnation, when we come through, we are always bringing stuff from our past lives with us. Sometimes, if there is a lesson or a theme from our previous lives, and it could be one life, it could be multiple lives that we have gone through this same thing. If we have not learned the lesson from that life, we bring it forward. We bring it with us. So in the fall, actually, I was doing a session on myself and doing some work on myself. And I was having flashbacks of me being burned at the stake back in, I don't even know the time frame, but when witches were considered evil and they would burn them at the stakes. This is probably like 1800s, something like that. But way back then, I was carrying that forward. So there was a couple scenarios in this lifetime that I've had to stand in my power. And I felt fearful because it was triggering me back to when I was burned at the stakes. So it's very interesting how these things can influence us and our business. And I'm here to tell you that it does not have to be that way. When you work with a coach and an energy healer like myself, we work on fixing that mindset. So it's no longer about the struggle mentality. It's no longer about poor me, because we take ownership for where we are and our journey in life. You begin to shift that lens into looking at it as, okay, what's really going on here? You begin to dissect what's going on within yourself. So we begin to shift that, and then we take it a step further. And by taking on or doing regular energy sessions, you get to clear these blocks. You get to move through these barriers, cut these cords, whatever or however they show up in your session, you get to move through them faster. And what does that mean? What does moving through them faster? I'm going to tell you what it can look like. It can look like you getting results that you have been craving to see in your business faster. It can show up as things in your personal life falling into place faster and in the most magnificent ways. I believe in magic. Magic is out there and it is within each of us. Magic happens. And we've talked about this before on this podcast. So when you get energetic sessions, it's not just about focusing on your personal life or your business. It's about focusing on all of it. So if you come to me for an energetic session and you look at, or we are talking about things that are going on in your personal life, for example, once those things in your personal life are healed, it creates a ripple effect into your business, because now your energy is not leaking over from your personal life into your business. You can't keep these things separate. They are one in the same. And that is the beauty of energy work, is that it all intertwines. Everything you do, that you touch, that you affect, is affected by each energetic session. It's powerful stuff. And my clients see amazing results. So if you happen to notice that you have these struggle mentalities, whether it's in your personal life or it's in your business, because if you think things, let's look at diet and health and exercise. That's a big category. Let's just label it like health. If you think if you are trying to get healthier, that's your goal, but you notice yourself keep cheating, or you keep giving up and saying, oh, I'll start that on Monday. That has a parallel in your business as well. Because if you keep giving up on your health, then there will be aspects that it shows up in your business as well. Because that's how we're wired. How we do one thing is how we do everything. So when we take a look at the whole picture of you and we take a look at all the components and we begin to heal those, things get to move quicker because you're not inundated with a overload of stress or thoughts that are running rampant in your head. When you work with someone like me, we begin to heal that. We talk through it, and I give you tools on how to course correct, how to choose your thoughts and get them to work for you. Yes, they can work for you, in case you had like an aha moment there. Get them to work for you instead of against you. So, if this has been calling your name for quite some time, I do have a few one-on-one spots open for the month of March. So let's get on this. And I am so excited to help you tackle your business and your life and create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, you guys. I hope you have found value in this episode, and I hope you have the most amazing day. Thank you so much for listening. If you love this episode, will you do me a favor and help spread the love? Go ahead and leave a 5-star review and share this episode on your Insta stories. If we aren't yet connected on Instagram, come follow me at Leslie & Co XO. And since everybody spells my name wrong, that's Lesley & Co XO. And leave me a line and say hi. Have an amazing day, beautiful, and we'll catch you next week.